This is an iHeart podcast.
She's seen Encanto more times than she can count. And she can count to 10. She mentioned Mirabel in every conversation. But the moment she actually met Mirabel, she was speechless. That's pura magia. Find yours at Walt Disney World Resort.
5 years, 10 months, and 2 days. That's how long it took to grow the 38 inches to ride on Cali River Rapids. But the moment the wait finally ended, that was pura magia. Discover it at Walt Disney World Resort.
Good morning. Welcome to Today.
From back to school to tackling your to-do list, the Today Show is your best start to the day.
It's a new season, and every morning we're here to help you take it all on as the forecast calls for football all across the country.
Blockbuster stars, live concerts, and so much more. Wake up to where it's all happening.
We're getting back to all of it, and the best way to start is together.
Watch the Today Show, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. on NBC.
Hello, from Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. This month we're talking about women of the wheel, icons who turned motion into momentum and spun their legacies on spokes, skates, and potter's wheels. These women harnessed the power of the axle, pushing their crafts and professions forward through their works and lives. The year is 1935, and 20,000 people have crowded into an arena to watch pairs of skaters race around a flat track. It's the first roller derby game in Chicago. The same year, in the Golden State of California, a roller derby star is born. Please welcome Joan Weston. Joan was largely raised by her maternal grandparents in Downey, California, after her parents separated when she was very young. Her grandparents heavily influenced her interests. When Joan was 7 or 8 years old, her grandfather took away her dolls and bought her a baseball and glove, a basketball, and a bicycle. But Joan found roller derby herself. While flipping through TV channels one day, she saw a roller derby game and thought to herself, "Gee, that looks like fun. I think I could do that." Soon, Joan wasn't just looking for matches to watch on TV. By the time she was a teenager, she was scooping up discount derby tickets from local grocery stores. By that point, she decided she wanted to try the sport for herself. As luck would have it, a friend of Joan's was a groundskeeper at the Rose Bowl, where the derby pros trained. On summer mornings, he'd let Joan and another friend into the venue to skate. When the skaters arrived with their coaches, the girls would hide up in the bleachers until training was done. Then they'd come back down and skate some more. A natural athlete, Joan played softball at Mount St. Mary's College in Los Angeles. She once scored 8 home runs in a single college game, stopping only when the nuns warned they'd excommunicate her from the team if she dared hit a 9th homer. There weren't many pro options for women when Joan was in her athletic prime, but there was the roller derby. When she started out, Joan made all the usual beginner mistakes. She struggled to stay on the angled track and cross her feet correctly at higher speeds. But by the time she first visited a derby training center in Los Angeles in 1955, Joan skated well enough that she caught the coach's eyes. It took her 4 days to get picked up by a pro team. Joan was a fixture in the league for 19 seasons. Her teams included the Brooklyn Red Devils, the Los Angeles Braves, the New York Chiefs, and the San Francisco Bay Bombers. Joan regularly skated for tens of thousands of spectators at a time. She even had her own fan club. At 5'10" with bleach blonde hair, she was known as the Golden Girl, the Blonde Bomber, and the Roller Derby Queen. The roller derby's travel schedule was not for the faint of heart. Joan once put 90,000 miles on her car in a single year just commuting to games. But living life on the road was worth it to Joan, who loved the derby and made good money as one of its stars. She was committed. When she suffered serious injuries like a dislocated collarbone, she took the time she needed to heal and then kept right on skating. Even when Derby owner Jerry Seltzer shut the league down in 1973 and sold off the name roller derby to other promoters, Joan stayed devoted to her sport. In addition to skating, she took up training and coaching younger skaters and staged exhibition games near her home in Hayward, California. She told an interviewer in 1987, "The game itself is too good to let anything happen to it. It has to be here. It absolutely has to be here. In 1996, when she was in her early 60s and long retired from the Derby, Joan put on a helmet and jersey and skated in an exhibition game. Less than a year later, she was diagnosed with a rare brain disorder called Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. She died at the age of 62 at home, surrounded by her family. When the Roller Derby Hall of Fame reopened in 2004, Joan Weston was posthumously inducted. Now it was official. The Derby's blonde bomber was one of the greats. All month long, we're talking about Women of the Wheel. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Talk to you tomorrow.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Did you know Apple Card is designed to help you pay off your balance faster with smart payment suggestions? And because fees don't help you, Apple Card doesn't have any. So if your credit card is an Apple Card, maybe it should be. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Variable APRs range from 18.24% to 28.49% based on creditworthiness. Rates as of July 1st, 2025. Terms and more at applecard.com.
She's seen Encanto more times than she can count. And she can count to 10. She mentioned Mirabel in every conversation. But the moment she actually met Mirabel, she was speechless. That's pura magia. Find yours at Walt Disney World Resort.
5 years, 10 months, and 2 days. That's how long it took to grow the 38 inches to ride on Cali River Rapids. But the moment the wait finally ended, that was pura magia. Discover it at Walt Disney World Resort.
This is an iHeart podcast.